Andre got the juice.
He hard like a tackle, making plays, I'm about to break some. Keep me off the ball, I run it back, I'm about to shake some. Ready to play, I'm ready to play. He hard like a tackle, making plays, I'm about to break some. Keep me off the ball, I run it back, I'm about to shake some. Ready to play, I'm ready to play. He hard like a tackle, making plays, I'm about to break some. Keep me off the ball, I run it back, I'm about to shake some. Flex it, to the left, to the right, 2 check. One step, now go long. Hi, there's a touchdown later. All in the trenches, gotta make me roll some leeway.
In the streets, holla at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
What's good, everybody? What's good? Hopefully y'all can hear me good, man. We're having some issues, technical issues, right before we started coming live. Hopefully y'all can hear everything. Can y'all hear everything good? Let me know. Can y'all hear everything good? Like literally right before we hit the live button. So hopefully y'all can hear everything good, man. Welcome in to the Coach Smook post-practice report, man. Get y'all some Smook scoops today, man. Tap in with your boy. Get you locked in with your Alabama Crimson Tide here on the Coach Smook Network, man. I'm making sure we got everything. We sound good, chat? The crowd still clapping, sound like they need to chill out. It ain't that serious. It's just another post-practice report. Some confident, some things that's going to provide some comforting reports coming from today's practice. Basically, the 2 practices this week before the practice viewing Saturday are basically just walkthroughs, continuing to just maintain, evaluate guys, see how guys are finishing this spring. You're going to start hearing about a lot of these conversations being had about as far as their trajectory, their forward progression, as far what to expect from a player, where they're positioning themselves to be in the fall, as far as the depth chart positioning. All of those things we'll be able to talk about and discuss today. I've been running 100 miles per hour, y'all, since yesterday. What's up, everybody in the chat? I see y'all in the chat. Let me do a roll call real quick. What's up, Zach? I see you in the chat. My sister Mary J. Jackson Johnson. I see. What's up, Jackson? We had fun yesterday, man. Let me take a little sip. Had fun chilling with you guys yesterday. If you all didn't catch it live, you can definitely go check us out, man. I joined the Voice of College Football Crimson Tide coverage team of Jackson Johnson, special co-host Nick Saban Jr., my brother Day Day, and then I forget who else we had on there. But see, this is how you know people don't really rock with you. If you really rock with me, you wouldn't be calling me right now. All right, so back to it though. Yeah. I really been cutting the fat on my circle, so I'm sorry. But appreciate y'all for tapping in today. Who else we got? BT Sports Network. We got Carlos Williams. We got Damon. What's up, Damon? Good to see you in here. Glenn. What's good, Glenn? My brother Glenn in the chat. Okay, I got my chat up over here now. We good now. Then we got, who else we got in there? Joe Edwards. What's up, Joe? Joe, where your wristband there? Am I going to see you Saturday, Joe? Run the likes up on the stream as you all come in. Don't forget, that's the primary thing we need you to do when you pop in here on the Coach Smook Network. You see it right above my head. Like, share, subscribe. Like this video. Hit that thumbs up button. Share it so that other people can get the news. Y'all stop being selfish and holding all this information to yourself. Alabama Richie, that's who it was. My brother Richie. Dang, man. Been running 100 miles per hour since yesterday. Appreciate y'all for inviting me on, man. It was fun. I can't wait to get I gotta send you the link so we can get the clips out. Get that edited up real quick. Let's see who we got. Greg McKinney. What's good, my brother? Nick Saban Jr. Ayo Sully. My brother, what's good, man? Wristband showing up deep today. AAA family. I see y'all. Deborah, what's good? Deshaun Copes asked me what I'm hearing about Keelan Russell. Stick around, you'll find out. What's up, Coach Smook? What's up, Jacob Brooks? Good to see you, man. Joe Edwards, you said you'll be there Saturday. That's what's up, man. That's what we're here to talk about today. We're here to talk about basically the build up to A-Day. We got a lot of things going on here at the Coach Smook Network, but this weekend, y'all know we will be up front and personal in center with our presence at the Alabama A-Day practice viewing. That's what it is. It's going to be a practice viewing. And I think a lot of you all will be a lot more intrigued, and it will be a lot more entertaining and provide a lot more evaluation-worthy type of environment so you can really see what guys are doing to develop. And Alabama's Coach Kalen DeBoer and his staff, I think they're taking the right step. This is a game that's continuing to evolve. We see how it's becoming more so on a professional level. We're going to dive into the conversation on how that practice is going to look this Saturday. But we got some footage today. Got some Bama Central, Bama Online provided some quality footage from today's open media viewing. I already talked to a few guys, man. Going to be reaching out to another bro. He's going to be on tomorrow. And we're going to just give our whole little synopsis of how we've kind of evaluated from. Because Alabama media access has been very limited this spring. I don't know if you all have noticed the different as far as delivery from your big name publications, which has led me to keep moving in the direction that I'm moving now. But they're limited with their access. So a lot of these things that you're seeing resurface and recycled, they're just being regurgitated between the different platforms, which is fine when you're able to confirm information. But you all want to know the real stuff. You guys want to know the inside scoop, and that's what I am here to do. So through networking relationships and continuing to be authentic above all, we have put ourselves in position to put these big old ears to use, this big old forehead that think a lot, have all these thoughts going through it. We put it to use, and we network and we create trusting relationships. And people tell us things and say, don't say nothing until such and such. And then and that's what we do. Regardless if it get out to somebody else and they beat us to it, we keep our word. So I appreciate everybody for supporting the Coach Smook Network. Before we get into the show, take a moment. Think about becoming a member of the AAA family. When I say the AAA family, that's becoming a member of this YouTube channel. By supporting this YouTube channel monetarily, you get access to the Smook Scoop before everybody else. before everybody else. When we have breaking news about to happen, like the Ryan Williams signing, all of the things that I've been in the forefront of in the past, I'm providing that buildup, all of the information around that to our members. Members also have perks such as, phone calls, being first in the phone calls. We have our gaming community nights where members come in. We're doing our gaming day today. So any members trying to get beat up on that NCAA, I gotta get some get back from my session last night. And then just other perks that we'll be adding to the membership. We'll be celebrating a year as an independent network on May 1st, 2025. So kicking off May 1st, we will kick off our second launch of our merchandise. Be on the lookout. We have the Scoop Boogie lineup. If you all have not been watching the gaming content, you do not want to miss out on the Scoop Boogie wave. I guarantee you, they're going to be using Scoop Boogie before the end of the season. I guarantee you. There is going to be a lot of people out here stealing the Scoop Boogie. It's catchy. It's something that I just came up with off my top of my brain. But check that out. And then also continue to support all of our partners. We got Ghost Energy Drink, man. We are now an affiliate with Ghost Energy Drink. Shout out to Ghost Energy. They'll be sending all of our stuff, man. We had to find somewhere stationary. You all know my transition has been crazy. You get what I'm saying? So finally being stationary, having a permanent address, I'm able to really launch out. We're getting more offers with sponsorships and things of that nature. And it's all because of you liking, sharing, and subscribing, becoming members. The more members we have on the channel, that helps the channel get much more worth. So $2.99 to help support your boy monthly, continuing to grow. And sidebar, if anybody's in the Montgomery, Prattville, Wetumpka area, in the Central Alabama area, and you know a car dealership that's looking to, maybe hook a brother up and throw a little sponsorship deal in because we got that road tire connection, let me know. But no, I'm really looking for a vehicle. So if anybody knows some good people that work with, credit recovery type of situations, hit me up, man. I know we got a lot of business personnel in this community that view this live in the state of Alabama, and I would love to start resourcing the network and pass what I do on this platform and bringing some exposure to your businesses because we are growing. A lot of eyes are on the network, and I'm grateful that God has chosen us, the Coach Smook Network, the AAA family, to be exactly that. So let's get into it, chat. Let's get into it. I'm ready to get into it. I know y'all are ready to get into it. So what's the talk, man, from today's practice? Let's kind of pull up the B-roll. Let's see if I can get the B-roll ran up real quick. Can I get right? Let's go to commentary 2 scene. And then let's open this right here. I think we good. All right, let's see if we can do it, chat. Let me know. Let me know how I look. Let's see. All right, let's get to it, man. Let's see if we can get some action. So, I'm not running it on StreamYard, so the transitions might be a little shaky. All right, but we got some quality stuff. So if you're not watching this live, you get to watch it on the VOD. You get to see this done in a way smoother fashion. But here, we got some quality clips from today's practice. You see the first clips today is wide receiver clips. This is basically they line up all you wide receivers, running back. They line up and they just do release type routes. Just get the quarterback's arm loose, vertical. You just want to get some air under it. Allow the wide receivers, running backs, the receivers to run up under it, make quality catches. And you see some of the staff, the training staff, providing, like, I guess you could say, some shadow type defense, working on the guys' concentration, making catches through distractions. So you see a lot of guys going out there over exaggerating the motion of catching, being very technically sound. Latsier Brooks right there. You see that leaping, nobody's really on him, but he's leaping, attacking the ball at his highest point, securing it, snatching it, watching it to his hands. All of these small things that I'm seeing that last year we didn't see this. We saw a lot of skillfulness things, speed and all this, but it was small things even in warm-ups that I wasn't seeing. So shout out to Bama Online for getting these clips, but some things I'm hearing about the wide receiver room. Again, you don't see Ryan Williams on this side. But very limited in practice, man. The guys that are even a little bit nicked up, We talked about this on the show yesterday that I was guest appearance on. Just this staff's innate ability to stick to their guns when it comes to what's best for this team and their players, right? And I'm very excited to see what a healthy Ryan Williams with some extra support and a more experienced offensive line looks like. I'm excited to see what a 100% healthy Caden Proctor looks like. I'm excited to see what Deontay Lawson, after a huge injury, looks like, playing in a role where he might not be counted on as much. And when the less responsibility you have and the more type of dog, A-caliber dogs that you're surrounded by, the dogs, when you have a lot of alphas together that understand everybody's strengths and where your weakness is, that could be somebody else's strength, and you can bounce off that and balance that and push that to the forefront, you could see the type of production that we used to see from Alabama teams of early Saban tenure, right? A lot of unselfish mindset, selflessness on the field, blocking on the perimeter from the receivers. This receiver room, I think the mantra for this group this year should be physicality. Something that has to do with physicality, because if this group can impose themselves physically, we have some sizable guys. You got a couple 6-footers, couple 5'10", 5'11" guys, 185 plus. Not a lot of guys lighting the britches in that wide receiver room. If we can be physically imposing in the run blocking game, I think this will fare well for this team. A leader in that room that I'm continuing to hear is just leading by example. Jeremy Bernard, Isaiah Horton, and then a surprise, man. Rico Scott has stepped up this spring. He has showcased the ability to truly be a leader in the wide receiver room. Somebody that you can count on, a playbook nerd, somebody that's always in a playbook. But not just Rico Scott, somebody that he'll tell you has been a big part in this growth and that helped this whole room last year while they were injured, Jalen Hale. Jalen Hale has highlighted, to me, the success story, the story that's being presented on Jalen Hale thus far lets me know that this staff has taken a real serious approach to keeping the culture, the winning culture and the winning attitude of the Alabama locker room alive. You got guys like Jalen Hale appreciating the opportunity to just be a leader, being asked to stay focused, stay active. Don't get distracted because you're not actively on the field practicing, getting reps. You're not getting in the game. Stay focused. Stay in your physical therapy. Jalen Hale will have a breakout year. I keep saying this, and it's not just because I'm hype about him or it was what he did as a freshman. I'm talking about just the skill set for this offensive philosophy. These passing concepts fit his skill sets to the T. 6'1", 195 with a 6'3", 6'4 wingspan, 38-inch vert. It's going to be hard to match up with these wide receivers across the board. Another name in that wide receiver room, we talk about Rico Scott, we talk about Jalen Hale. Everybody knows Latsier Brooks is doing his thing. Derek Meadows being able to throw into a lot of, big, I guess you could say hybrid wide, slot wide situations where it would usually possibly be a Josh Cuevas, a Marshall Pritchett, or a Jay Lindsey. Derek Meadows is now being afforded the opportunity, a bigger body, younger receiver, that at that tight of position, you're not going to see him have to work many third-level concepts. So you put a big target body in a position to where he may not see reps there during the season, but you put him in position to get some familiarity with seeing spacing on the field. We're going to be able to see this young man work in those spots this Saturday. A lot of developmental guys, Jalen Mbakwe, just continuing to make strides as a wide receiver. He doesn't want to be labeled as an athlete. He wants to be a wide receiver. Has the skill set, has the hands. Quickness, elusiveness, right there. Just getting back into the way of understanding concepts. He understands playing the offensive side from a quarterback, perspective to a certain degree. He wasn't asked to really dissect coverages and things in high school. He had passing yards, but he was really just an electric playmaker at the quarterback position. Yes, he had an arm. Yes, he can make certain passes, but those are designed 1-2. If it ain't there, take off. Now he gets to do it from a receiver standpoint in a scheme that jet motions, jet sweeps, the mesh patterns, all of these things to get a player with his skill set and space is put in place. So I'm excited about this wide receiver room. Another topic of conversation. We're going to have a lot of competition at the at the offensive line position. Left tackle competition looking good, y'all. I know everybody wants Caden Proctor to be the foregone starter, which is it should be, right. I think he solidified himself as the guy to lose the job that has the opportunity to lose the job, right? But I think in this scheme, you got guys like, William Sanders just showing up and showcasing that he is dedicated to doing the things with his body to develop and be able to be athletic enough to play that left tackle position. But transfer Arkel Anyuguam, if there was anybody that was wrong about going to get him in the portal, it was me. You know, I figured we would have enough depth at the tackle position on the offensive line to where adding a guy like him would just be padding that depth. But this is a guy that is needed in his room. The reports that we're getting, the sites that we're seeing, the clips that I'm able to see, and how he's working, his pad level is low. I think he's going to have an opportunity. If Caden Proctor struggles this year, I think Arkel Anyuguam might be the solid. Him and Will Sanders can be the solid. Let's go to the next option and see what we can do. You don't move Caden Proctor off the field. You just slide him into the interior where I think he's a better fit. Do you slide him to the interior? Do you switch Jaden Roberts to right tackle and move Will Conformi to left tackle, and then, you know, maybe just shift the whole line left or to the right from the left tackle position, right? Maybe just shift that whole lineup to the right from the left tackle position. Shift everybody to the right, and I think we'll be in a good spot with personnel on the offensive line. Put Jaden Roberts at the left tackle position or Wilkin. I don't think Jaden Roberts could be effective at left tackle at this point of the career, which would lead me to believe that's why they're liking their competition between William Sanders and Arkel Anyuguam. That if Caden Proctor just so happens to struggle and doesn't work out, we have enough depth to where we're not just cycling 6 guys, 7 guys. I think we got 8 or 9 guys right now in this offensive line room that you can really plug and play if 1 or 2 spots do not work out. And if you talk to this offense, if you talk to the people around the program, you will hear that they are very confident in 3 spots. They're about 75-80% confident in a 4 spots, and the left tackle spot is up for grabs in a good way. There's some good competition there. So I'm excited to see what the spring practice unfolds. And let's pay attention. We're going to later in this segments, we're going to talk about the depth chart, what I expect this depth chart to look like for the whole both sides. We talked about our depth chart. I'm going to go through and talk about what I expect the depth chart to look like on paper when we get our programs on Golden Flake A-Day. What I expect the depth chart to look like. If they haven't already released one, they might be releasing one Thursday or Friday. We might get an actual depth chart. Let me go here and check out the comments real quick. My grandson has baseball game Saturday, so I will miss, but I will watch you and get the scoop. Oh, facts, Glenn. Hey, listening and working. Megan, what's good? Antonio, what's good? I see you in the chat. I see you, my guy. Welcome in. I got somebody for you. Hit me up when you get off. Somebody, I don't know. Glenn T, Thad says roll them up, sack them up, and move them out. Hit the flow, roll tide. What's good, Thad? Corrito, what's good, man? Coach Smook, you're so right on Bama media side. Kyle Henderson said he doesn't have access like he used to. I don't tell people, Damon, I don't say this stuff just to be saying it, man. And that's what I'm saying. Like, so, and everybody saw what myself, and I'm not throwing shade. Please, if Kyle Henderson gets this is no shade. I have no issues with Kyle Henderson. For some reason, people think me and Kyle was hanging out in Panama City together, chat. So y'all can kill that narrative. But anyways, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, chat. Anyways, y'all are bad. Y'all are some messy people. But if he's saying it on his channel, we've had other personalities come on and say that they don't have the same access. It should want you. I just ask for you all to continue to support the creators that continue to push the envelope, right? That push the envelope to really get you the real, not just bring you their opinion. Like the panel setting without information and research, it's boring. Let's just say it's boring. It's getting repetitive, and all it is just a bunch of people saying the same thing on the, and it gets repetitive. I want to create a space where it's informative. It creates conversation. It also creates debate, right? Not just based off of my thoughts, because I have my feelings of how I think things should go, but I also have a basis to where I could present information that's factual because this actually happened, and I'm putting myself in position, putting this network in position to be on the right end of these information, these instances. My case in point, we're going to talk about the quarterback battle, and I'm going to give what's going to happen, but I'm going to give a perspective that I think everybody should pay attention to, because last time I did this same thing. The only reason I'm able to give this perspective is because the people that's giving me the information have a very, very keen knowledge on what's happening in this program and how things are being planned to shape out, right? So that's how we network. We create relationships to where people say, hey, talk about this, but see what people think if they knew this, or see what people think if they knew this. And I love the fact that I built that type of rapport, and I want to continue to grow it. So jumping into the conversation on the defensive side, names you want to continue to talk about. We talked about this yesterday, and I'm telling you, this weekend you're going to see some fun clips from these guys. I think the highlight of this viewing is going to possibly be the ones, like the one-on-one battles, the O-line versus D-line battles, the one-on-ones between wide receivers, DBs, the 7-on-7s, the team Pierce red zoning in, the situationals. Like, that's going to be the highlight. Maybe not all the warm-ups and stuff, because I'm pretty sure they're going to go through practice like they do. They're going to show up, stretch, do the warm-ups, play music, everything. And you're going to have an opportunity to just get clips of guys. It's not going to be a thing where you're waiting for your nephew to get in. You're going to see them actively engaged throughout the whole practice, and you really get to see how the coaches are coaching these guys. You can see who's really getting like some attention. Because some guys, not everybody gets to be in the coach's hip pocket during practice. The coach is usually going to have every position coach is usually going to have 6 or 7 guys around them a lot during practice, right? And then you have in the college level, you got GAs that grab the onesies and twosies that's right on the edge of being in that group, right? And then you got your assistant staff that kind of just scramble all the guys, the walk-ons and the preferred walk-ons and the gray shirt guys. They kind of gather those guys together to keep everything in the flow. So you'll get to see that Saturday. Justin Hill, Yanzi Pierre, Noah Carter, and Quay Russaw. That 4-man rotation at the edge position is going to be filthy, filthy, filthy. And I know some people say, what about Ja Latham? What about, I forget the other edge, Jayshon Ross. Jayshon is in the portal. Jayshon hit the portal. Ross hit the portal, if I'm not mistaken, right? Chat, am I right? That's a name we haven't heard anything about. But people thought Kelby Collins was coming in to be a Wolf. He's technically going to be at that position, but you're going to see him primarily make a lot of snaps, take a lot of snaps at the bandit position. The bandit rotation is another part of the defense that I'm telling you guys, the depth on the defensive front, meaning the front 6, the front 7, is so much quality, because you got guys like Keon Keeley that if you are struggling and stopping the perimeter on the run game, you could put Keon Keeley, Ja Latham, LT Overton, Kelby Collins, Quay Russaw, guys like that. You could put them in a solid rotation and keep fresh bodies. If you're needing speed on the perimeter to get to the edges, you might have to limit Kelby Collins, Keon Keeley, and LT Overton's rotation at bandit. But you know what you can do? You can slide everybody in and really spread those wolf personnels on both sides of your on both edges of your defense, on both ends. Now you get a solid rotation with your Edric Hill, Jordan Renards, Jeremiah Beeman on the interior. You get Keon Keeley to play some of those reps. You get Kelby Collins to play some of those reps because you're trying to get a pass rush type feel for that. I can't believe I just had my mic sitting like that. I sounded like I was far away from the mic, but I'm back. Ross of Kansas State. Yeah, that's what I was looking at. But you got all those bodies in that edge rusher room, and a true freshman in Justin Hill is really making surges. So, kudos to that group. Coach Robinson handling the edge guys. Jamie Mosley handling that bandit position, right? Helping out as the assistant D-line coach. And then you look at the defensive line with Tim Keenan and those guys, man, that group. Steve Bowler, Steven Boomer is going to see the field. 25, y'all to see Saturday. He, Edric Hill, Jordan Renard, number 11, them boys is nasty, man. 14, Henry from the transfer. Black jersey, but you can see it. Explosiveness. A lot of people thought he was going to come in and be a wolf. I don't think so. I think he's going to be on that bandit rotation too. You need 4 solid bodies at the bandit position. They're big pass rushers that are expected to play the traditional defensive end technique. Anywhere from the 7 to the wide 9, they got to be able to play it. Sometimes they have to play a 5, right? So this is a group that has to be flexible in how they're utilized, and I think we're in a good spot right now with this group. Let me get y'all over to this other page of highlights here. Let me see if we can get it up. Pause. Here we go, chat. I'm in a good mood today. All right, just get into more conversation of how this could look. Secondary, you all have been hearing the storylines. They are not just hype, man. This is, I'm gonna go on record. This will be the most talented secondary. As you see, Keon Keeley about to take the GA guy out, couldn't stand in there. You got to be able to take that contact, man. Keon, that big old 280-pound joker, man. Oh, snap. Okay, hold on, y'all. Time out, chat. We just got a dono to our PayPal, man. Shout out to Randall McCullum. My boy said, hey, shout out. He said, lunch on me, a friend of my wife that does credit repair. Hit her up. Tell her Chandra sent you. Man, shout out to my guy, Randall. Y'all give it up for Randall with the $25 PayPal dono. Straight to the Coach Smook Network, man. Appreciate that, Randall. And best believe, if you tell Coach Smook to spend your donation on some food, he gonna eat. Y'all better tell him. If you been with the AAA, y'all hashtag W's in the chat for Randall. Hashtag RM in the chat. Hashtag RM in the chat. We got 50 people in the chat. How many likes we got on the stream, Zach? Let me know in the chat how many likes we got on the stream. Y'all, I think with this group of secondary players, again, Randall, thank you. Thanks, Randall, for real. But this group in the secondary, as we see Xavier Brown literally go out and take that snap. This is a nickel corner type drill. Xavier Brown was the first guy to go up and take that snap, right? He was the first one to go up in that drill. I think Xavier is going to be the starter at the rover position. With Calhoun being at the boundary, every DB is going to do this drill. But when you have a guy like Xavier Brown leading off, it's because he's going to be the first guy asked to do it. You want him to be able to set the example, right? I think we're going to have Xavier Brown at the rover. I think at the boundaries, you're going to have Damani and Cam. I think at free, depending on where Keon Sabb is, will he start this season there? Word on the street is he's going to be back before fall camp, so he'll be fully available for fall. Keon Sabb, do we have to start with Zay Mincy or Ivan Taylor, true freshman, at free safety? Bray Hubbard is going to man that Husky position. I don't think that's a question. With quality depth behind him. Talk about guys like Dre Kirkpatrick. Put Zay Mincy's name in there again. Deshaun Jones' name is in there at the Husky position. A lot of guys can be rotated there and provide quality snaps. Cam Howard is another guy at the free safety, strong safety position, Husky position. A lot of guys that we can use in the second. Not a lot, just quality guys that play in so many different positions. You got Chuck McDonald showing up this fall. He provides some more depth for your boundary. Then you go, and then we already talked about the other boundary corner with Demonte Jackson and Red Morgan. Really showing you guys. Red might have the most improved defensive back for me. Most improved from last year. I think Red, he gets it for me. Most improved player on the defensive side, Red might pull it for me. It's going to be either him or Noah Carter. It's either going to be him or Noah Carter. And only because I saw Noah in a few clips, and it was almost as if he has been playing the game for a while now. Y'all remember his highlight film? We just talked about how raw and how green he was to the game of football. He was new to the position last year. As we see the interior defensive lineman work. Jordan Renard, Asai Fega. We see 17. That's 17 is the transfer. Kelby Collins. Keon Keeley. 14 is Henry. Fatol Henry. 31 Keeley. Tim Keenan. And see, look at these guys together. This is what I tell y'all. When they try to tell me like, nah, he's a wolf. Both linebackers that we just got out of the portal are working with the bandit position, true defensive ends, not linebackers, not outside linebackers, true defensive ends. As a matter of fact, bump it. We'll get in. Let's talk about it. I'm gonna sign into this. And we're gonna talk about. We're gonna break down the offensive depth chart and the defensive depth chart. Let me see if I can get into this. This link, chat. Give me 2 seconds, chat. And while we're at it, let's put a poll in the chat. Let's do some we haven't done this in a while. I got something for y'all. I got something for y'all, chat. Hey, chat, reality or reach is in the chat right now. Reality or reach is in the chat. Will Alabama D-line have 10 plus sacks this season? Alabama D-line will have 10 plus sacks this season. Reality or reach? Reality or reach, chat? The poll is in there. Just the D-line, meaning bandit, defensive tackle, and nose tackle. Bandit, nose tackle, defensive tackle. Those three positions on the defensive front, will they accumulate 10 plus tackles? I believe that's a real possibility. You have personnel in that room. LT Overton, Kelby Collins, the transfer from Florida, who was a great asset for Florida. Picking him up, getting him from Florida was huge. You also got to go and look at Keon Keeley, 5-star recruit. The number one defensive prospect in this class. We got him at that position. You're gonna get a guy for Fatol Henry, brings you experience at that position. That's just at the bandit. But then you got get after the quarterback, shoot gaps, create a havoc type of defensive lineman with violent hands. Jeremiah Beeman, who's probably going to be third in this rotation. You got Edric Hill, Jordan Renard, James Smith. Then you slide over another position. You got Tim Keenan. You got Steve Bowler. You got Asai Fega. All of those guys I just named can play a high-level brand of football and get to the quarterback. Averaging 60 snaps between the, 12 guys. You split it up 60 snaps between those guys. It's going to be hard to keep an O-line fresh against that much talent, chat. I'm telling you. Glenn Teague, I think that's what we're going to see a difference in. I think Alabama's rush defense was probably the most solid the last 4 weeks of the season than anybody else in our conference. The numbers prove it. We really took Auburn out of their run game. We had 1 or 2 big breaks every game, but for the most part, the run game was solid. Pass game was immaculate. Pass defense was immaculate. I think adjusting with these fronts, being in a new scheme with the front, took some time. Linebackers are going to be a lot more effective this year. We got the chat. We got 14 votes. Let's get some more votes. In, and let me check the count while we're here. How many likes we got on the stream? I think my mods done fell asleep. How many likes we got, mods? Who we got? We got 30 likes on the stream. Let me refresh. It might not be 30. We got 52 in the chat. Got 30 likes on the stream. Let's get up to 50 likes. Let's hit our like goal of 75 on this video. If you're watching this video and it's not live, if you're watching post stream, please drop a like, share, subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 3K subscribers, trying to hit that goal by May 1st, 2025. We're currently at 2.9K. We're less than 100 away from 3K. So like, share, subscribe to the channel. Is absolutely free. You want to help the channel grow even more, become a member. Be on the inside for the Smook Scoop. All right, let's get to our next topic. Chat. Make sure I clip that. Discard that 7% reach vote. My thumb hit that use a trip, man. Man. But chat, so just get into more of the conversation about a few more players. We haven't really, I'm sorry, I had to switch the angles. We haven't really heard much about special teams production. All right, so one thing that I think everybody's going to be interested in, and I think this is the perfect setting to do this in with the practice viewing, right, is putting all your specialty players in that scenario during practice where if you have a competition there, it's basically the kickoff. I think that's going to provide a different type of feel for the specialties of this team. If you got a competition at the kicker position, right, you fill the stadium up with, 70, 80,000 people, and it's Alabama. You know what our kicking game has been in the past when it's been at its worst. You know what it's been at its best. Right? Continue running the likes up. I see y'all. We're almost at 40. Continue running the likes up. But you put the young kickers, you put them in stressful situations to where, man, you go out there, you miss a 30-yarder on air, meaning nobody, no pressure or nothing. You're going to hear the rumblings in the stadium. How do you rebound from that? Can you go after missing that 30-yarder and knock the rest of them through? Right? Can you go? And it's expected to be some good weather this weekend. In the southeast during this time of year, we get to catch those nice breezes. During this time of year, it's either going to be hella hot or it's going to be a nice breeze that sweeps through and help us out. Can you continue to show what you showcased in spring? Because what we've been hearing is the little bit that we have heard is that we have a solid kicking game, and we're waiting for the punter to get healthy. Alex, I can't remember his last name. I think his first name is Alex. Guy getting healthy, but Connor Talty, going to get him all the way 100%. Can we get some type of competition, or are we going to have to go in the portal? And we know what Alabama does in the portal with our kicking game traditionally. Coach DeBoer and his staff did a solid job last year, I think, with Graham Nicholson. Struggled in certain parts of the game season, but was a lot more consistent than what we've have had in the past. I know I called him Andy Papanos Jr., but I think he performed a lot better when I go back and really think about it. Let's get one more vote on the chat, man. Alabama D-line, 10-plus sacks this season, reality or reach? I said it's a reality. A lot of you all are saying reality, too. So we got, 20 votes. We got 20 votes. 95% of you saying. 94% of you saying reality. And 5.5% of you are saying reach. Mary J just gifted 5 memberships to the channel. Shout out to Alec for being gifted a membership. Shout out to Phil S. Shout out to Paige Stacy and Howard Nelson Thank y'all for being in the chat, hanging out. Say what's up. Let somebody know what's up. Welcome to the AAA family. You just been gifted a membership by AAA member Mary J, my sister. Solid support. Appreciate that, Mary J. Y'all give it up for Mary J, man. Give it up, everybody. Clap it up. Hashtag MJ in the chat. Hashtag MJ in the chat. Oh, and Joseph Washington was gifted a membership. Joseph, this your second or third time getting gifted a membership, dog. It's time for you to just go ahead and buy your own wristband, dog. Buy your own wristband, dog. You be here enough. I know y'all don't be saying that, but come on, y'all. Tap in. I want to show you all love. Thank you for lurking and being a part of the family. Show some love. Tap that screen. Tap that like button. We need to get up to 50 likes on the stream. We appreciate everybody in their support, man. Thad, see the GOAT, man. Hey, and Saturday, I can't wait to see a lot of you all have confirmed that you're going to be at A-Day Saturday. I can't wait to see y'all. We're not going to be low-key, but we're going to be low-key. Rondo Mack is in the building. What's good, Rondo? Good to see you, Rondo. Look, Rondo coming out of the quiet shadows, speaking up. Come on, y'all, run it up. We need 10 more likes to get up to 50 on the stream. 10 more likes to get up to 50 on the stream. Appreciate y'all for being here. Now, let's get into the conversation that everybody wants to have. Let's talk Alabama quarterback battle. All right? Alabama quarterback battle. Y'all ready to talk about it? If you're ready to talk about it, put some fire emojis in the chat. If you're ready to talk about the Alabama quarterback battle, put some fire emojis in the chat. Come on, I need to see him. I need to see him. I'm going to drink some water before I get into this one because I'm going to hurt some feelings. I'm going to hurt some feelings. Honestly, we might get a different reaction. Let me see some flames in the chat. Put some fire emojis in the chat, and don't forget to tap that like button. Don't forget to tap that like button. My guy Jackson is still hanging out, man. I know you. Look, see, I appreciate when other people in this industry just sit around and watch. Like, for real. I mean, I do the same thing. I just don't talk as much in other people's chats. You know, I can't show up under a different page because then people think you're trying to troll them. But I'd love to go in and like this stream and just kind of, when I cross paths with them again, kind of, you know, think, oh man, when I seen you last live, you said this and this. I pay attention. So when they return the favor, I appreciate that, man. Jackson, you're a cool dude, bro. That's gonna be a good quality collaboration, networking relationship that we have established, y'all. Fence Post, what's good, man? Oh, that boy put the firecracker in the chat. Somebody get Fence Post a wristband. Fence Post, go ahead and get you a wristband, big dog. Y'all get that, man. Y'all get them some links. The link is right above you, man. Go get you that wristband. Fence Post is a more civilized version of for all my OG AAA members. Fence Post is my new goofball. Y'all remember Goof? Y'all remember Goof? I miss Goof, man. He been working hard, man, getting his stuff together. All right, let's get into the conversation. We're at 42 likes on the stream. Let's get into the conversation right after this ad. We're in the ad break, chat. I'm going to go to this intro screen real quick for y'all.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Yeah, let's get back to it, chat. Let's get back to it. I'm ready to get back to it. Ready to get back to it. All right, quarterback competition. Let's talk about it. I know y'all want to know. I know y'all want to know what I know. And I'm going to tell you straight up. I said we're going to look at it, but I can't log into the depth chart thing we was using the other day. the software we was using to make the depth chart. So we'll do that on another segment. I'll probably post a VOD, or we'll do it we'll try to get into it while we're viewing the post-practice interviews that's going to be posted here shortly. How long have we been live? We've only been live for 52 minutes, so we got about another 45 minutes left on the show. Y'all continue to hit that like button. We got 42 likes on the stream. Thank y'all for being here. But listen, I want to highlight something that has been key to this quarterback battle, and I've been saying this from day one. I have never once said that Ty Simpson will not be the starter. I have made the claim that Keelan Russell will start his freshman year. I have made that claim, and I have strong belief that he would have an opportunity and would take advantage of the opportunity to be the starter at the start of the fall. That was me not banking on Austin Mack developing like he has this spring, and then just Ty Simpson not seizing the moment once again. Not that I don't believe he can, or I don't believe that he doesn't have the ability. He just hasn't. He's had 3 opportunities to do so before, really 2, and he really hasn't. And so I'm starting to feel like there's a turning of the page with his stint at Bama, but his diligence to stay consistent in practice, and that doesn't, and I want everybody to stop doing this. The most consistent quarterback doesn't mean he's had the best day. He's just been the most consistent, meaning I've had multiple reports of Ty Simpson throwing an interception in practice, but following up with just a clean practice, and most of the few mistakes that have been made have been those things where you can turn your head and say, okay, it's a 50-50 there. Some things just happen, right? But as far as understanding, having a sense of control of his team and the offense and what's being required, he is doing what he needs to do to maintain that position. And I think when you have that for a quarterback, it is not a good situation to be in. Still, yes, Ty Simpson is going to be on the roster as QB1. But when it's the only reason that you are the starter is because it's not because you're pulling away or separating in the battle. You're literally doing what you're supposed to do. But the fact of the matter is that there's a redshirt sophomore that's doing what he's supposed to do, that if you just show up to work today and decide to crap the bed, we don't have a problem with left seat, right seat. Well, in this case, what I believe is, left seat, right seat, You get what I'm saying? Because I believe this quarterback battle, even going into the viewing practice this Saturday, we won't get to see a QB competition. We'll get to see them take just about the equal amount of reps with first group, both Austin Mack, Ty Simpson. They'll get probably like 20 reps apiece with first group during the scrimmage period. And then you might see K-Dot get maybe 15, right? With first group. Because first group's going to run 45, 50 plays in 11s. And first group isn't just the first 11. It's usually like a rotation of your first 14 guys, both offensive and defensive guys. Right? And then we'll see Keelan Russell. We'll see a heavy dose of Keelan Russell Saturday. I guarantee it. Keelan Russell, Austin Mack. I say Keelan Russell and K. Carruth, the 4th-string quarterback. I think we'll see a heavy dose of them this Saturday as far as the team competition stuff, 11s, scrimmage style. We'll see that during that block of practice. But in this quarterback room, QB1, Austin Mack will be on the roster as QB1. For spring, for Flake Day, we'll see Simpson, Mack, Russell. We'll see it just like that. Carruth. We'll see it like that. But how you will see the pecking order when it's time for things to be done, and what I truly believe in this fall, based off of these conversations, the battle is for trying to figure out who's going to be the true QB1. Because your backup quarterback, QB2, is Keelan Russell. The quarterback that's shown the most growth during this spring is Keelan Russell. I mean, he had the biggest space to showcase growth. And the fact that he's able to put himself in position to say, hey, coach, I may not be your first option to throw out there because of my lack of experience, But when you do hand me the keys, we don't have to dial it back. That's the sense around Russell. Now, for the other two quarterbacks, let's talk about it. Austin Mack. We know his history with this staff. We know what the type of evaluation that Ryan Grubb and this staff put into evaluating Austin Mack when they got his commitment out of high school. Even got him, he was able to graduate early, a year early, and early enroll. Another Ryan Williams type situation. So he's been there, been a part of two phases of the same system or philosophy for 3 years now. Has always had the bullet points. He's always checked the block, right? But hasn't put it all together mechanically. Now, to this year, being a third year in college program, body has developed over the past 2-3 years. He's grown 2 inches since graduating, put on probably like 30-40 pounds since graduating, and has filled out his frame. Now he's got into a program. Now he's developed in the weight room. He's got into a system that fits his skill set. It was only a matter of time before it clicks, and I think it clicked this year. I look at his passes, even during those clips, man, it just looks a lot more smooth. So I truly believe this is a battle between, this is QB1 between Austin Mack and Ty Simpson. I truly believe that the battle is between Austin Mack and Ty Simpson, and whoever loses that battle is QB3. And weirdly enough, I will say this, and this is just my philosophy based off of everything that I've gathered, chat. And if you've been around, you all know me when it comes to the stuff like this, stuff that can be put on paper and that's going to be announced. Not predicting the game or the outcome of a game like we do when we're talking about things that should line up, but we're talking about stuff that's happening in the program. Y'all know I don't speak on this stuff unless I've been giving that, like, all right, yeah. You know, when the depth chart comes out in the fall, we will see QB1, Keelan Russell, QB3, QB4. That's what we will see. Florida State game. If we go in this game and we get down 2 possessions, or we go 5 drives with no scoring, defense playing lights out, we're struggling, Austin Mack or whoever doesn't win the battle, that senior guy will get the opportunity to take the helm and be QB1. Because that's where the real competition is going to come in at. Once we go live action, because each quarterback is just doing such a great job, which is a great thing, Bama Nation. I'm not angry by one bit that Ty Simpson is going to be QB1. I am saying about daggone time. What took so long? That's what we're trying to figure out. What took so long for Ty to get to this spot? We saw this offense get to a peak in week 3 against in week 3 of last season. We saw the offense peak. We beat Georgia week 4, and that was the best version of the offense you saw the rest of the season. Even against LSU, we whooped them, but we didn't see the prolific passing game. Jalen Milroe ran for 3 touchdowns. Or was it 4? He had 4 rushing touchdowns. I think he only completed 16 passes that game, only threw it 22 times. So why now? If we had a passing quarterback in the room, why was that page why did we never flip that page? I'm glad he's getting an opportunity. Now we get to figure out why. Was there ever a real reason? Were the Milroe haters right? A lot to speculate. Chat, if you're watching this post live, leave in the comments. What do you think about my philosophy about the quarterback situation? Is Keelan Russell the foregone QB2? I know we love to talk about QB1, but is Keelan Russell the foregone QB2? And is the competition truly between Austin Mack and Ty Simpson? I truly believe it is. Ty Simpson, 4th-year guy, you got to, skill set like his, you got to be able to go out there and sustain a level of, I'm the guy. And to me, going into this last 2 practices of this spring, and all evaluations are consistent. Everything that's being reported is consistent, other than the fact that you have 1 or 2 major publications or Bama networks or sources that want to crown Ty Simpson as QB1, when this coaching staff will tell you at the end of spring they won't know who the quarterback is. They're going to wait till the fall camp. They're going to wait till the announcer started. Tony Sakalis is probably going to be the one to ask post-scrimmage, post-A-Day media. Either him or Mike Rodak are going to be the ones to straight up ask, do you know who QB1 is after spring? I guarantee you, in some type of way. 12 of 18 passing against LSU, even worse. Salt and pepper fire. You said Mac doesn't have it from what you hear? No. Who told you that? They're lying to you. They're lying to you. See, what I think we have in the quarterback room, let's just be honest. I think you have, right now, I think you have Ty Simpson, right? Skill-wise, skill set-wise, understanding of the offense, I think got Ty Simpson. This is the bar. If that's the bar, if Ty Simpson is the bar, I think you have Austin Mack sitting right on top of the bar, or right, like hanging on to the bar, ready to pull himself over the bar, right? That's what I think this battle is. And then I think you have Keelan Russell just like right there at the bar, just doing his thing, not having to do much, not having to go crazy, just right there at the bar. If the bar gets raised here, Keelan Russell comes up here. Mac has been one of these. If the bar gets raised by Ty, Mac has been one of these. All right, that's what Mac has been doing. So if y'all could take that analogy, that's what this quarterback battle has been. You have a lot of consistency by Ty Simpson, right? Sets the bar. If they raise the bar, he meets it. If they raise the bar, he meets it, right? That's what you want. The guy that's going to go out and do the job consistently. Russell, young guy, doesn't get to set the bar first, but when he sees the bar being set, he meets it. Meets it. Mac sees the bar. If it's something that he's comfortable with, meets it. Something new, you see the bar go up, he might take a half a step back, but then he makes up. Sometimes he overexceeds, especially when he gets to do it with the first group. So Salt and Pepper Fire, I don't know who your sources are. Mac has been doing just fine in this spring. Hey, you know what? If you're reading that crap on them public Facebook pages, man, please don't bring none of that ideology in my chat, please. It be some crazy stuff being posted on these quote unquote Alabama message boards on Facebook. I told y'all, man, y'all really want to get rid of all that bull crap and all the BS that don't ever. Y'all will sit there and go back and read people's content and follow their content, and nothing that they say is ever come to fruition, or nothing that they say or predict ever happens. And because they started first in covering Bama or having some type of Bama content, people continue to support them, which is understandable. It's hard to leave the dinosaurs. It's hard to, leave something that you came into this with. That's why when people transition and don't watch the network, Coach Smook Network no more, it's no big deal to me. I'm just the start to somebody's content creation viewing journey, right? I might just be the start, and they might see something different. They be like, oh, that's more of my speed. That's cool. Getting you looking is the main thing. One more like to get the 50 likes on the stream, man. They hit our 50 like goal. Who in the chat? According to Grub, Mac has had 162 reps, and Ty has had 158. Where'd you get that, Carlos? Are you pulling one of your fake insider moves again? That's mathematically, that doesn't even add up. We've had, and we're talking about team scheme skeleton reps. We've had, what's today's practice? 13. First practice don't count. You start running skeletons and sevens in practice 2. You do it in first practice 2, but you really start getting into the schematics practice 2. So let's say 2 through 13, that's 12 practices, right? 2 through 13. Each quarterback getting 25 to 30 reps of practice. That don't even add up. That's 200 plus reps of practice per player. I mean, of reps per player, right? If I'm not mistaken, if they ran 2 scrimmages with 150 plus, 100 plus plays, 150 plays, right? We've seen Russell get first team snaps. We've seen Mac. I don't think you're reporting it right there, Carlos. Appreciate the 50 likes on the stream. I like when Carlos come in with his fake insider news though. It creates some, you know. But yeah, so QB battle, QB1, we will see Ty Simpson as QB1. QB2 on paper will be Austin Mack. QB3 will be Keelan Russell. But you will see this rotation. When we come into the fall, I'm willing to bet anybody. Their depth chart will say QB1, QB2, Keelan Russell, QB3, QB4. That's what that depth chart will say. So that's my scoop on the practice. And even in today's practice, man, you didn't get you got a lot of light 80-85% stay loose, technically sound think. We're going to throw some different things at you, hot here, hot there, quarterback checks in teams period. Like that's what you got to see in today's practice, just to make sure we're putting together that good perfect script for this Saturday. And I want Saturday's practice to be clean. You know, I don't want to see a lot of balls on the floor when you're throwing on air. I don't want to see a lot of overthrows. I don't want to see DBs taking wide receivers down in ones. You know, I don't want to see them giving up on plays, but hey, physical through the play, follow through the rep. You know, if it's a jump ball, contest, showcase the technique. You know, go through the motions, but let's protect each other, because the injury bug cannot be the reason why this season is not what it is expected to be. The injury bug cannot be the reason why this season does not turn out what is expected to be. MJ, what's good, my boy? MJ, we coming up. Glenn, that's what he heard. That's what he heard, right? I tell you, man, you could tell. You could tell, man. You could tell where stuff be coming from. I laugh at it, man. And I'm going to continue to laugh at it. I got flack for laughing at KB last year. I'm going to keep laughing at him. Keep laughing at him. Because it don't make sense. A lot of it just don't make sense. You know. But it is right. But Carlos said, there's the fake news. Better stop watching them then, Carlos. They bleed into your system. They bleed into your system, big dog. But anyways, chat, no shade, man. I appreciate everybody for being here, man. Y'all know I just like to speak my mind. I have my opinion, and that's what I'm going to speak on. But we also speak on facts. And I think A-Day is going to be fun. Let's talk about A-Day. Let's talk about what it's going to look like, how it's going to look. Let's go through the schedule. I brought it up for you all to look at it. For those that don't know what's going on, that haven't fully read the article, I couldn't put the media advisory that we get from media out, so I just went to the article, the public article, and then I'll kind of align it with what we got without showing y'all the actual email. Keep everybody tight. Keep them tight and in tune. Pause. Is that pausey? I said I was quitting pause 2025, right? We're quitting. All right, so let's open this. Excuse me, y'all. Here we go, chat. This for y'all. Let me see if I can zoom in for y'all. All y'all blind folks like me. All right, so this Saturday, public parking. I want to show this to y'all too. So for people that are not familiar with the area, you can know where you want to park. A-Day public seating is free and non-ticketed. Download the A-Day game app, UA Game Day app for the full schedule of events. That's an app that it really helps. If you walking around, you don't know where to go, The UA Game Day app has definitely been upgraded. Like, it'll literally show you where you at on campus and where you trying to go. All right. 8A public parking map. I'm downloading it right now. I'm about to show y'all what it looking like. 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 Why I look like that? Oh, Lordy. But if you're familiar with these areas, man, this is the parking, free parking. Northwest Stadium lot, Wallace Wade lot. If y'all know where Wallace Wade lot is, that's where us gonna be at. But we're gonna be in the Wallace Wade lot. You got the Triangle lot, Denny Court. All of this is close to the stadium. So because it's not being televised, you're gonna see this be more like the old school Alabama A-Day field, which to me is more so for the fans, right? It allows you to move around the campus. It's family weekend, parent weekend, right? Jason, what's good, brother? 54 likes on the stream. Appreciate that, Thad. But yeah, that's what we got for A-Day as far as parking. Y'all go check that out. We got the link in Discord. Let me put it in Discord. That way y'all can share it on here, mods. I just put it in the locker room on Discord. Y'all can share that link in the chat. Admission to A-Day is free, so the people that was like, Dad, wasn't you in here last week when somebody said they charging for A-Day? I have never been charged to go into A-Day. And then who was that? Somebody that's not in the community anymore. They was telling me they paid $10 one year. I never paid for A-Day ever. I don't remember them ever charging for A-Day. I remember 2020, we didn't even have a spring. 2021, what they did for spring of 2021, they didn't charge. They charged to go get autographs and stuff like they always have. Like basically be a Yay Alabama member. Tide Pride Breakfast at Coleman Coliseum. This event will feature head coach Kalen DeBoer. Along with athletic director, doors will open at 8:30. You got to have special access to attend that, right? Yeah, Alabama members, you get your autograph areas with a NASCAR vehicle that morning. It's gonna be a lot of players. I know. I think Blake Sims is gonna be there too. I was talking with Blake last weekend. I think he's trying to be there too. I don't know if he's gonna have a tent. Sherman Williams, y'all know Sherman Williams on the wall behind me. He'll be there. We're gonna be stopping by his tent. There's gonna be a lot of guys y'all gonna see. If you were with the AAA A-Day entourage, you're gonna be able to see a lot of people if you're hanging with your boy. Following the A-Day workout, which starts at 12. Basically, the practice beginning at 12. It's gonna be a workout. I just hope it's just a smooth workout, laid back, and everybody can have fun. Access program experiences are on sale. This is what I was talking about. Go buy this experience. It's worth it. If you really want to have an experience and feel like you're getting some VIP access, you ain't got to figure out where to go. I think you should definitely go check it out. We'll provide this link in the chat also. I mean, Discord also. Don't forget, later that day, I plan on going to the softball game right there on campus. I plan on going to the softball game, Alabama versus Oklahoma. I plan on going to the softball game. That's going to be a freaking doozy. Even if I can't go in the stadium, it's space to sit outside the stadium and be out there in the crowd and watch. Might grab a cold case and just sit out there and enjoy some softball, man. This is going to be a fun weekend on campus. So, link will be provided in the Discord and in the chat for all your A-Day updates. If you're going to be there, tap in Discord. We'll be putting all of the network information of our locations in Discord. Special personnel will be granted access to our group text And we will post locations via Twitter, Instagram. We won't do too many lives because we got to conserve our battery usage. We'll be doing everything through our mobile devices this weekend, trying to travel light, and just trying to have fun, man, trying to enjoy the festivities, trying to continue to spread the word about the network. But with that being said, guys, did I miss anything before we close out? Oh, Jason, you already know what time it is. A-Day gonna last about 2:30, 3 o'clock. Softball game gonna first pitch be about 3 o'clock. I probably get to the softball game about 3:45, 4. So if you really trying to do that, man, hit my phone, hit the Discord, or if you got my personal number, let's go ahead and get that squared away. I got a meeting tomorrow with the personalities that'll be showing up for the network. We'll be doing a meeting, setting that up. But that A-Day, the AAA A-Day entourage, if you're trying to be in that, let us know. Get in Discord, let us know. I'm not trying to be no celebrity, like trying to do no picture setting. I just want to have a group of people that's trying to have fun and help us spread the word about Coach Smook Network and grow this following and continue to build this community up, man, as we continue to grow this brand and continue to provide creative, informative content surrounding the Alabama Crimson Tide sports programs. With that being said, I appreciate each and every one of you all, man, for being here and supporting the Coach Smook Network. I couldn't have done this without the help of God, man. And today's motivational moment, words, coaches, encouragement is going to be stay the course, man. We're literally already 4 months. We're into the end of the first quarter. I mean, we're entering into the second quarter. We've entered into the second quarter of the year as the trees and the flowers begin to blossom and the weather is trying to figure out what it wants to do. Continue to push. Brighter days are coming. The flowers are starting to smell. Everything's starting to feel a little bit more light around as we continue to sit back and trust God, but really prepare for your brighter days, man. Your better days are coming. I'm telling you right now, if you're still here, it's for a reason. It's not to suffer. And you know, suffering doesn't last forever, right? Suffering doesn't last forever. You just go through it and trust the process and watch what God will do for you. I'll be cranking up that NCAA. I'll be cranking up that NCAA 25 here at about 3:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're going to crank that up. Open lobby games. If we don't have a game, we'll start. We're going to wait till after spring to do our rebuild the roster content, right? And we're going to start playing out the 2026 season with Alabama with the rebuilt roster. We'll do that, edit the roster live together. And we'll do it on this layout instead of on the regular TikTok layout. We'll do this layout and do it together as a community for members only. We'll do that with the members only live. So y'all spread the word. Let everybody know Coach Smook will be on campus Friday and Saturday. The plan is to get there Friday night. Do what we got to do Saturday. We'll make our final announcement this Thursday. We'll drop locations in Discord. If you're not in Discord, get in the Discord. If you haven't checked out the merch, we have a few more days left. We got a few more weeks left. 2 more weeks left in the month of April before we take the red letter and white letter lineup down. So if you want to get some of the OG prints, we'll have a good example of everything later. But if you want to get the OG prints, go ahead and get them now because we're taking them down. We're not bringing them out for a while. Not bringing them back out for a while. And then last but not least, like, share, and subscribe on the video. Like, share, and subscribe on this video. If you're watching this post live and you enjoy the content, share it with another Bama fan. Share it with another SEC fan. Share it with another college football. Share it with somebody that just loves good entertainment, good conversation, and just loves authenticity because that's what you're going to get here on the Coach Smook Network. I'm your boy Smook Hines here on the Coach Smook Network, and I want to thank you for joining us. And with that being said, enjoy the rest of your day. I'll be live again 3:30 p.m. on YouTube, and then we'll carry it over to TikTok for the night. You be blessed. Remember, when you see me in the streets, holla at me and say, put me in the game, Coach Smook, SOS, and stay blessed, man.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holla at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like